You're watching KREX 5 News.
Okay, thanks for tuning in with us. Weather has been one of the bigger stories today, but as far as rain totals go, this first round that came through, not even greater than 1/10 of an inch. In fact, rain going sideways throughout the course of the afternoon. We still have 2-3 more chances tonight of these little pop-up and drop-down rain showers, but we're not setting records with this, and I don't expect we will. We will revisit rain shower opportunities Saturday afternoon, and then again Sunday. There's a little bit of a lingering pattern that I'll be talking about a minute from now. But as far as looking at the radar goes, a couple little intense storm cells just within Mesa County, just around the Grand Valley area. Now these little cells, and you could designate it with the yellows and the reds, they're intense. They have been moving to the northeast 50 to 70 miles per hour. They've had small hail radar indicated conditions. They've had small hail and some downpours. But for the rest of us, we haven't seen those impacts because it has been mostly about the wind. Now, I have seen some light snow reports up in Glade Park, and you can see in the blue, the white colors there, that's the snow up on the Uncompahgre. So a little bit of that snow in the higher elevations. Snow line appears to be 7,500 feet. Yesterday I was talking it wouldn't get below 9, but here we are looking at snow with no accumulations right now in Glade Park. The mountain zones, they will continue to get snow during the overnight hours tonight. And in fact, when we look at the hazards page, you'll notice the mountain zones are painted in that purple indigo color, winter weather advisory. So again, I urge you, caution, if you're traveling through the mountain zones, whether it's I-70, Highway 40, Highway 50, even through the San Juans, folks, southbound 550, you're going to encounter some snow. Now, granted, it's the central and the northern mountain zones that are going to get the deeper snow totals, but there's also stronger wind speeds that are associated with that, and of course, blowing snow becomes an issue. Blowing and wind. That's what I'm going to talk about right now, because we lost, not only did we lose a red flag warning because of the rain showers, but we increased from a wind advisory to a high wind warning highlighted in the tan areas for the Uncompahgre Valley, the Grand Valley, and this will continue along the I-70 corridor into at least Glenwood Canyon. So exercise caution driving like this. If you have a high profile vehicle, whether it's an RV or perhaps you're just pulling a trailer with livestock, those are going to get toppled over. In fact, wind speeds like this, under this condition, 45, 55, 65 miles per hour, winds like that will knock down tree branches, knock over trees, anywhere from 8 to 10 inch in diameter. And we've seen those reports this afternoon. Power outage in Delta, trailers on the side of the road on Highway 50, east or westbound, kind of depends on where you're going. Trees and branches. Now, whatever has not fallen today, through the course of this weekend, they could get dislodged. You could have broken branches hung up in the tree, and then lighter wind speeds through the course of this weekend and next week could dislodge that. So that is something you should be mindful of for this weekend and next week. Look up if you're in an area that's treed, because branches that didn't make it to the ground with this storm will likely get dislodged in the coming days. Looking at the current wind speeds right now, 10 to 20 miles per hour. This is our current wind speed. Take a look at these top wind gusts of the day. I want to point out Delta right now, 64 mile per hour top gust. Another 10 miles per hour, 74 miles per hour is the low end criteria for a Category 1 hurricane. Hurricane force winds, not there, but pretty close for Delta. You add another 20, 22 miles per hour to that, you get to 86. That's a Category EF1 tornado. So not quite there, but these are strong winds, and this has been blowing. Now, the winds started kicking around, according to my clock, about 9:30, 9:45 this morning. Now, as far as temperatures go, they took a nosedive after 1 p.m. this afternoon. We're currently in the 40s and near 50-degree readings. This is what we achieved so far today, a significant drop between the 30s and the 40-degree spread from the 40s where we are now to the 70s where we were earlier today. So low and mid 70s. That's a big swing, but we knew this was going to happen. We knew we were going to achieve at least some mild conditions. And we also knew we were going to get these winds coming through. We're not done with the wind. That wind advisory that expired and got upgraded to a high wind warning, that expires at 6 p.m. But I still feel like we're going to get some wind gusts around the midnight hour tonight, and we're still going to be dealing with the wind tomorrow throughout the day. This is the current storm system right now. Snow in the mountains, rain in the lower elevations. There's a mix right around Glade Park, so that's 7,000 to 8,000 feet. Tomorrow, as this system continues moving across the divide, we'll still get lingering snow showers. We still will be looking at rain shower potential late Saturday afternoon and into Saturday evening. So be thinking about your plans Saturday later in the day before the sun goes down, because winds and rain will likely be a part of what you're doing outside. Now, as far as the gusty winds go, yeah, I think we're going to get wind speeds on the strong end tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m., but I'm not ruling out a midnight bump up tonight with those winds. We're not entirely done. And even on Sunday, as this system continues to push well to the east, even on Sunday, we're going to get a slug of energy coming down on the backside of it and probably going to allow some lingering snow to fall in the mountain zone. So that kind of complicates the commute through and around the mountains throughout the course of the weekend. Just keep that in mind. It's winter mode up there. As far as the extended forecast goes, so yeah, we went from the 80s yesterday to the 70s today to the lower 60s this weekend. So there's the cooling. We never really will get rid of the wind because we have that gusty potential associated with the afternoon storms. We still have chance of rain showers tonight. They still will kick off some gusty winds. We're going to repeat that Saturday under a cooler regime. And then even on Sunday, we have that lingering shot. We will, folks, even though we're warming up next week, we will keep wind in the forecast. We're going to go breezy. But we're going to dry and we're going to clear, but that's all next week. So we can't entirely get rid of the wind. It is spring after all, but we are looking at a roller coaster of temperatures, which we will recover from by the beginning and middle of next week. It's just that we've dropped, and this is where we're going to stay. Now, low temperatures Saturday morning, manageable, but we go a little bit colder Sunday and coldest even into Monday for many other locations.